So let's start at the authorization use of military force, because in many respects, that law passed after 9/11 is from which all of
this. That's the mothership, so to speak, of how we got to. Yes, that's exactly right.
Exactly.
And that's what I think that's perfect, Tim, because that's when people just sort of make it one aspect of this as if it's not part of a greater whole, is when I get frustrated, because this is a greater whole and a debate and a discussion we need to have in a democracy.
And people should understand that so much of what we talk about today is problematic emanates out of the authorization provided there, which was very broad and open-ended in many respects.
That's right.
Now,
and as Obama, seemed to hint or say that needs to come to an end. But obviously,
let's play the audio.
And that is why I intend to engage Congress about the existing authorization to use military force, or AUMF, to determine how we can continue to fight terrorism without keeping America on a perpetual wartime footing. The AUMF is now nearly 12 years old. The Afghan war is coming to an end. Core al-Qaeda is a shell of its former self. Groups like AQAP must be dealt with, but in the years to come, not every collection of thugs that labels themselves al-Qaeda will pose a credible threat to the United States. Unless we discipline our thinking, our definitions, our actions, we may be drawn into more wars we don't need to fight, or continue to grant presidents unbound powers more suited for traditional armed conflicts between nation states. So I look forward to engaging Congress and the American people in efforts to refine and ultimately repeal the AUMF's mandate. And I will not sign laws designed to expand this mandate further. Our systematic effort to dismantle terrorist organizations must continue. But this war, like all wars, must end. That's what history advises. That's what our democracy demands.
This is in the main pretty encouraging. It would have been great to hear this in 2009, and then we have 5 years to wind this thing down. But that said, this is coming, and one of the things that has sort of really baffled me, and I have yet to really hear a great explanation for this, and we haven't quite seen the reporting, is why this speech now? And it could be just this is what his agenda was for the beginning of the second term, but it could be because there's been talk in the Senate, in the House of expanding and extending the authorization. We heard somebody from the Defense Department testify in front of the Senate this past week, I think it was, maybe it was last week, saying this could go on for another 10, 20 years. He seems to, at the very least, I mean,
why not 100, as McCain said?
Right. Well, exactly. But the real question is there's obviously pressure that is building in some factions. And I think,
and don't forget, some of this is managing the news cycle, and it has to do with the AP, because he talked about a press shield law too, which is exactly the opposite of what his administration's been doing. There's legislation there to do that, by the way, and they haven't.
Yes.
And, it hasn't been enacted. And obviously,
but he doesn't need to say that. I mean, he doesn't need to say, because the idea that this should not be a perpetual war, I refuse to extend or expand the authorization of use of military force. We should begin to wind it down, and then we should repeal it. That cuts against what he's saying about maintaining our drone program. That cuts against what he's saying about, on some level about the leaks. So he doesn't need to say this per se, but for, the pressure, I think, that is being brought to bear by, bigger amplification of the conversations that we have, and I'm not saying these are the conversations, but these conversations are reflected in other circles, and so this, in some respects, to me, is encouraging, and it hopefully. This part, because it is the wellspring of all of so much more of this, because this is the one that basically says we're still in the global war on terror.